Oh, I do like Invasion from Below LEGO sets. And today we're going to be talking about the biggest mech of this wave. The standout set, the all-star, the titan. This is EVO XL Machine. So cool. Today let's break down the pieces that come in this set and see how you could use them to build other LEGO creations. And then we'll check out a revamp of this set, and get ready for this revamp, it's really freaking cool. But before we do all of that, let's talk about why this set rocks. Oh baby, my boy EVO finally gets an XL form. And he deserves it. It's great to see him in the spotlight. But for an XL set, this feels kinda small. Here it is next to one of the standard mechs of the wave, and yeah, EVO's mech is taller, but not by much. The set is basically the same height as your average Toa or Glatorian set, which is kinda small. I don't know, I guess I expected this set to be massive. But maybe I just have some lofty expectations because it is the same size as your average XL set. Maybe I just remember this being bigger when I was a kid playing with it. But I don't know, we're in a story of giant robots fighting giant monsters. You kinda want the toy to be huge to reflect the hugeness of that concept. I guess I wanted more height for this set. But still, this isn't that big of an issue. The set is so impressive. And it is one of the best sets of this wave. It's got a nice complex build, it's decked out with really fun weaponry too. We got these flick-fire missiles, a cute little satellite, and your good old-fashioned Zamisphere launcher. These Invasion from Below sets did an amazing job of packing in small details. Details that didn't need to be there. But the fact that they are, it elevates the set so much more, and it just makes it feel realistic. It's the kind of details that you probably would see if this sort of thing was real. If a giant robot piloted by a smaller robot that fights monsters was real. I also think that all of the CCBS armor across this set, it looks brilliant. The placement, the way it's styled, it evokes an essence of some of the Jaegers from the movie Pacific Rim, which, certainly seems to be the inspiration behind the Invasion from Below wave of sets. Now okay, the set does look cool, but the real highlight is the gear function. The torso has this really interesting swivel. Wow, this is so fluid. It's so seamless. It's really well done. And this was one of the few times that we got waist articulation on a Hero Factory set. That's really exciting. There's tons to love about this wonderful set. And there's tons of good pieces here as well. Let's see how you could use these parts to build some MOCs. First up, the fingers on this mech. They utilize some of these lovely yellow mechanical arm pieces. How else could these be used? Well, Joxon continues to use them as fingers on a fun fish-themed pirate, and that looks lovely. But these are also used to help make the jaw design of this character. The clip that's on the very end of this piece, as well as the hole that's on the side of the opposite end, if you put some white claws in there, you got yourself a really good looking jaw. And there's something about this jaw that's so expressive. It adds tons of character to this MOC. Great design. EVO's mech also comes with a standard trans bright green cylinder, and this allows you to store some of those jumper beasts inside. It's such a simple but elegant play feature. If you wanted to use this in a different way, I suggest using it like Stereod has done on this revamp of Meltdown. Get two of them, slap them on the back, and turn them into giant barrels full of toxic waste. That's dope. And see, that's the thing, right? The original Meltdown set, they had smaller barrels on their back that kinda look pretty similar to these canisters. This is like the perfect upgrade. Nice thinking. I mentioned those little jumper beasts that you can store in that containment cylinder. Well yeah, you get two of them in this set. Let's take one of them and take them apart. And we're just going to focus on this one black piece. How could you use this? Well, Ferox Journey, they have some Mortal Kombat inspired MOCs. And if we take a look at their upper arms, we can see this piece right here. What a great way to add in a little bit of subtle armor. It's also got that little spike up the top. This works really well for some ninja themed armor. Sleek, slim, but still looks good. The feet on this mech use some gunmetal pieces. I really like how G. Bailey 46 has used these for upper arm armor. It creates quite a hefty, bulky look, and the textures of this piece complement the torso armor perfectly. This looks pretty good. And one of the best things you get in this set? 7 of these yellow CCBS size 5 armor shells. 7 of them. Matthew Builds Stuff has used these to make a really cool looking hand design. And for a scale like this that is essentially the size of a human hand, yeah, these are the perfect pieces for fingers. And yeah, I said this was the size of a human hand. Well, this goes on a MOC that is actually the size of a human. It isn't quite finished yet, but I'm very keen to see this when it's done. It's not far off from completion. It's looking really good. And last but not least, the set boasts a very healthy supply of these gunmetal armor shells. I really like how Solo MOCs has a version of Kopaka Fantoka that uses these on the legs. The way that they've been implemented, it looks like some kind of heavy-duty boot, like something you'd see on a soldier. It's a good look. So there you go, a few ways you can use the pieces that come on this set. Now, let's check out a really good revamp of EVO's XL machine. Dongwon Yong has turned this set into EVO's XXL machine, and we got ourselves a mech that's much, much bigger. See, this is what I meant before. This set is meant to be the largest mech of this wave. It needs to be frickin' huge, like this. Because in a world of large mechs and giant monsters that destroy entire cities, you gotta go big. The bigger the better. It's really nice to see a fun electricity-based weapon. As cool as the original Zamisphere launcher on this set was, we kinda always see stuff like this. Many of the Invasion from Below sets had pretty much the exact same blaster. And other Hero Factory heroes have had the same thing, which is fine. It's still a good weapon, but there's something about the originality of this that's so refreshing. And how about this highly posable yellow hand? It is an incredibly simple construction, but who cares? Look at how many poses you can put this in. One clever detail is the use of some of these Takedox heads in gunmetal. We can see them as leg armor. Originally these appeared in Mystica Takanuva, and they were used as shoulder armor. I always thought that was such a clever part use. So it's really nice to see a somewhat similar design being used elsewhere. So look, this mech is a pretty different take on the set, but every change that's been made looks so sick. I think this is phenomenal. So there you go, that's another look at an incredible Hero Factory Invasion from Below set. I love this wave so much. If you enjoyed the MOCs I showcased today, be sure to take a look at the links below. You can see more from those builders right there. Thanks for watching guys, happy building, and bye for now.